What's up, YouTube? This is Spade here, and today I'm gonna bring you guys my first ever Challenge Cup match. And basically how that works, in case you don't know, is that everything you use is randomly generated, and finally we have this option on Wi-Fi as well, thanks to Antar. And we did talk about this yesterday in the WileSpade Podcast with Chase, naturally. Also, in case you did miss that, I will leave a link in the description. But anyways, basically how this works is that everything is randomly generated. EVs, IVs, moves, and items, and then even the levels are kind of balanced out to make it as fair as possible. But here you can see the teams, and I got a bunch of, half of my teams are NFE guys, and my opponent, NBZ. We had this battle yesterday at Chase's live stream when Chase wasn't even there, but we had a lot of fun, and gotta say, doing these battles live would be a lot more fun, and we actually did a couple ones on PO, and he actually recorded at least some of this. But then he ran out of power. But he will most likely be posting the, one part of it anyways in the future. But enough of rambling. Let's get this battle started. He leads with his King is Kong. I have a Piplup, which is still not able to outspeed King is Kong, although I'm like 14 levels higher than him. But then again, it's a Piplup, so it can't really outdo anything. But I do have a Toxic though, so I can put a timer on him as he sets up with the Cheer Up. Setup moves are really good on Challenge Cup, I must say, and he has one on this thing, so that kind of got me scared. And he's gonna go for a return, although he doesn't know what his happiness level is, but it seems to be pretty high since it almost takes me out in one shot, leaves me down to kind of low yellow. But I'm just gonna go for my hidden power. I was kind of hoping that maybe it would be super effective, but then again, what are the chances of that happening? But at least it does a decent chunk, and I can rack up more toxic damage that way. And continuing my toxic stalling shenanigans, I'm gonna send out my Lullaby and go for the Protect. This thing is so cute. It has a little egg diaper. And I do have Protect on this thing, which is a pretty good move also, because you can scout for the random moves that your opponents have. Or in this case, I can, continue that said toxic stalling. But predicting another normal type move, I think he actually ended up having 3 normal types moves, attacking moves with Cheer Up. And then he also has Expert Belt, which is kind of funny, because that item boosts your moves that are super effective against the opponent, but since normal type moves aren't super effective against anything, that item is practically useless. But then again, it could be worse. He could be having something like Flame Orb on that thing, and wouldn't that suck, right? But anyways, he's gonna go for a Rock Climb. I actually take those hits really well. It's like a 5-hit KO. But he gets Confusion, although I do hit through it, and I go for the Ancient Power, as he just barely lives the toxic damage, which is kind of unfortunate. And I was kind of hoping to get the boost, but it doesn't happen. Anyways, in comes Dewott, or Dewott, as they say in the land of the British. And I'm gonna go for the Captivate, because I noticed I'm a different gender, and I was kind of hoping that he might be specially orientated. There's always the chance when it's randomly generated, but he unfortunately isn't. But since I didn't actually attack him, Revenge doesn't do much, but then he shows that he has Encore, and he's gonna lock me into Captivate. Luckily though, my Omanite hasn't been hitting itself in Confusion, so that's good. But he's gonna lock me with the Encore, so I'm gonna be forced to switch out here, and I'm gonna go into my Tangrowth, and since I do have naturally high defense, and even a pretty good HP stat, I can pretty much take anything that this Dewott can dish at me. But he actually shows that he does have the Aerial Ace, but I do have an interesting move, which is Ring Out, which does more damage based on how much your HP, HP does your opponent have left. More the HP, more the damage. That's how it goes. And I even end up getting a crit, but there's gonna be some instant karma right here as he crits me back, and that is not enough, as my cut misses. So he's gonna be able to get one more hit on me before he goes down, which is really, really unfortunate. So that really cuts down my tank growth's survivability. And, you know, since I'm down to 30 HP as opposed to, you know, kind of close to half. But, anyways, in comes Rio. I'm gonna use my Omanite at this point as a death fodder, just to scout what kind of Rio this is. And he shows that he has double edge, and that is a really good move to have on Rio, because it's stab and it's super powerful. You know, the only downside is the recoil. And in this case, he's even life orb, so he has a life orb Rio, which is really scary. And I actually have a plan here, though. I'm gonna go into my Willaby, just in the hopes of taking a double edge, you know, since he isn't, you know, max attack most likely. I should be able to take one hit, and I do, thanks to my awesome egg diaper. And then I have a random berry. Starve berry sharply raises what attack? Wow, didn't even remember that, although I had this battle yesterday. But what I didn't know that I had that berry, so I guess I could have attacked him potentially, but I think my only attacking move was like knockoff or something like that. But anyways, I decided to set up my Sunny Day because I do have the Tangrowth and it has Chlorophyll. So that means now, after the Sunny Day is up, I'm gonna be faster than this thing, and hopefully I can finish him off with a cut and then attack something with Ring Out. But of course that is not the case, as cut kinda lacks the power. Cut has kinda let me down today. It already missed earlier, and then it doesn't finish this thing off. So that is really unfortunate. I was hoping to kill this thing off and then hit something, outspeed it with Chlorophyll and hit it with Ring Out. And now in comes the beast. Reshiram level 63, and I have only 2 remaining guys. One of them is Pinsir, which also has cut. That's the best move I could have done against this thing. And Nubz shows me that he has freaking Flamethrower on a Reshiram. And funny thing is that, you know, I set up my Sunny Day. Not that it really mattered, he would have fried me anyways. But yeah, Pinsir like dies a million times. But now my last guy is my Ambipom, and I do have swagger. So I'm just gonna go for it, and hopefully this thing will hit itself in confusion. And it actually does, at least on the first turn. And what is great about this Ambipom, I saved it for a late game just because I have this move, Covet, and it's a base 60. It has a base 60 base power, and he has freaking Bataya Berry though, and that really scared me because now he has a boost, but he does hit himself in confusion, so I'm actually able to make a comeback with my Ambipom. But speaking of that Covet, 60 base power, and I do have Technician on this Ambipom as well, so I get a boost from that. And I think normally it can steal your opponent's item, but because I do have an item on this thing, which is Earth Plate, which I cannot abuse, but I do have it, so I can't steal items. But anyways, he has this freaking cast form, which possibly could have transformed, but he didn't have enough time. But he goes for hidden power. Luckily, though, doesn't seem to be super effective or anything against me, so it doesn't really do much. And my Covet is, luckily enough, 2-hit KO. And now it kind of comes down to what does this Pinsir have to attack me with? And he has Rock Smash, and let's see how much that does. And it seems to be a 3-hit KO. But since I am faster, and my attack is also a 3-hit KO, I'm actually make a comeback here and win this match basically. And he does end up getting a defense drop here, but it's a 1 turn too late. Not sure if he could have taken me out with that. But actually here, we decided that we're gonna let luck play this out. You know, I would have been able to win here if I just gone for the Covet. But I went for the Swagger, and he has the Focus Punch, so he goes for that. And will he hit himself in confusion? Will he? Nope! Because he's gonna be able to Focus Punch me through the confusion and destroy my Ambipom. And that will be the game. That was indeed my first ever Challenge Cup match, and gotta say, it was really amazing. We had some really interesting turn of events going on. not like I said at the beginning, Nubz was recording his side of the battle live. Unfortunately, he kind of ran out of power during the halfway, so that kind of sucked. But I think he will be, posting that battle regardless and just doing a post commentary of the rest of it. At least that is what he said to me yesterday when we had this match. But gotta say again, really interesting match, and gotta say my team had even though it's totally random, it has some really interesting synergy because I had a toxic stalling Piplup, and then I continued it with my Lullaby, and then I had All My Night to resist those hits from King is Kong later, and then I was the thing that I was really what kind of disappointed me was I had a really good plan with my Lullaby because I had Sunny Day and then Chlorophyll Tangrowth, but that plan kind of failed because Cut failed me again. Oh man, I will never use Cut again, that move sucks. But anyways, that will be all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this really random battle. I will most likely be doing at least a few more of these. Leave a comment if you do want to see more of Challenge Cup, but regardless, I will most likely do more because it's kind of a breath of fresh air now that we can do this on Wi-Fi. Before it was only PO, but thanks to Antar it is all possible right now. I will leave a link in the description for his channel as well. But indeed, that will be all for today. Again, go check out the WileSpade Podcast if you still haven't. I will leave that link in the description for that also. You can find everything on the description. Facebook and Twitter and all that good stuff. But indeed, that will be again all for today. And tomorrow, me and Nubz actually did some more Challenge Cup on PO live, and I recorded a couple matches that we had. So I will be posting those tomorrow, and live narrations, especially with random things like this, is really interesting, and we had a couple really interesting matches, so those will be up tomorrow. But anyways, now I have repeated myself enough and rambled far too much, so this will be all for today. Until next time, this is TheFlamingSpade signing out. Peace!